We're having a lot of fun with challenges on the crew too, as is pretty clear. But I think it's time for a classic car build. And we're going with the GTR because we've done the Skyline in the original video. The GTR is like the next best thing, right? It's what I'd get if all of a sudden all the R34s disappeared. I'd probably get this or an R33. Not quite sure actually. But let's jump in and customize this baby. And we already have the stock blue color. This is the one that's applied. Super, super nice. But I really wanted to go recent. Oh, I didn't know that was a thing. I really wanted to go through and look at some of the iridescent because I think iridescent, oh, that is sweet. Some of the iridescent colors are going to look super tasty nice on this GTR. But I almost feel like color has to be last. Liveries as well. We can finally put liveries on, but I think we should jump in with the HUD straight away. Now, race HUDs. Here we go. I'm actually currently having some glitching with the lighting, by the way. It's not normally like this. I had to restart my game. I've had the game running technically like for 3 or 4 days because I haven't exited the game once. I've been using rest mode. Let's go with the carbon HUD because we haven't been with the carbon HUD for bloody ages. Let's go with craziness. Magi over here. I realized that I don't have much money, so I may need to be a little bit careful on this. How much does this cost? 3,000. We might actually have to go out mid this and do some races. That's okay. We're going through. We could go with like a Nismo kit. That would be super sweet. Oh, we got some arches and the wheels come out to the arches. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The Ford GT, as you know, we had a little bit of an issue with that not coming out. Maybe it does now since. I'm not sure. I haven't tested it. But I do like the dark lights. The dark front lights are super cool. And we have a crazy front bumper going on there. Wheels. We only have 3 wheels, which is interesting because Nissan are usually all for customization. I'm hoping at some point we're going to see some improvements to that. Calipers. I'm not sure what color we're going for yet, so we'll wait on that. Side mirrors. Black them out. Nismo red stripe. Go on, we got to do it. 1,000 absolutely pennies in the crew. Got a nice Nismo stripe on the side there. Boom. Fenders, yes, wide body GTR complete. All we need now is the upgrade to allow us to lower the car and drop in a little bit of camber just to make it fit super sweet. 3 rear wigs. That's it. We've got the default one on right now. Boom, next. Oh, that's pretty sweet. And if this is not a chassis mount, negative points already. Boom, it's smaller. How could they do this to me? It's okay. We'll go with this one. It's an acceptable wank. I'm a little bit disappointed, if I'm totally honest. We've got rear bumpers still left to go. We might just make it with the money. Depends on how much. That is cool. Is that the color of the car along the bottom? If so, that is sweet. I like that. It reminds me of, oh, definitely Nismo. Literally has the Nismo icon there. And I'm going to say the Nismo rear bumper is better than that one. So I'm going to go with the Nismo with the dark lights. There we are. Now, interior color is somewhere I thought I'm never gonna change the interior. It looks horrendous. Honestly, I don't like the look of it so much. It doesn't look like, especially in some cars where it changes the whole front of the dash and it's like, you're like, it's not really that nice and you skip over it because of that fact. But I've figured something out, actually. If you click on it, you then get the option to change which parts you want to be colored. You can make it just the seats or the outline of the seats or just the stitching. It's beautiful. I'm going to go with this outline of the seat. I've almost messed something up there. We can also make the interior like a slight kind of Alcantara effect, I guess you could say. And the insert you can change depending on some cars you can't. We just made it with the visuals of the car. But it's all down to color now. Hopefully we actually can afford the color. Top 100 liveries. This is the most popular livery. It's got a random red stripe down the side. Not the most exciting in the world. This has what, a red and black stripe along the bottom. Now, granted, all of these liveries wraps are going to be basic until we get into the game properly, because people don't want to spend all their time on these wraps to have them deleted, you know? I'm actually going to go with the red stripe. Because I got the red stripe along the bottom. My money is now 4 million. 4 billion. Don't exactly know what happened there. Is it broken? Have I just given myself some kind of... Have I figured out a glitch of some kind? Or is it just because I'm in the back? I don't know. I don't know what I've just done. But straight away, the grey style of colours look super cool on this. We got metallics as well, which, thank you for adding metallics. Jeez, why can't other games do it properly? chromes as well. There's so many different color types in this, which just make, oh, I could spend all day in here. But as said, I want to go for either an anodized or an iridescent color. I think iridescent is going to take the win here. A nice orange. That orange looks super cool straight away. I think I'm going to go with the orange. 3,000 that cost. Have I, like, messed up my money? I don't know. I'm going to back out. And I've been disconnected. I don't exactly know. That's the first time I've actually been disconnected. Is it because I messed up the money? Possibly. Oh dear. Let me just fix this. Get rid of all the... My car's reset. Have I still got money? It's taken all my money, but it's not... This isn't fair. Oh, wait. No, I still got the parts. It's okay. We still have all the parts. I actually don't have all the stuff left, so some of my money has vanished into absolutely nowhere. This does mean I now need to go and do multiple races to actually get some money. I think I could get away with one race if I'm honest. You already know the one. Change difficulty. Boom. Is this the first time somebody's had to drive a race around in in the game during a video of a build just to build the car because they ran out of money? Possibly. Welcome to a beta, my friends. I'm in the R35 that's absolutely toasted out, which looks amazing, to try and build up my GTR. Honestly, I think it should be the other way around. This car, I wouldn't be blitzing this around the track. Come to the finish with a bit of boost across the line. All right. 20 grand in the bank. That should definitely help. 21,800, should I say. No, some people are still asking me, like, why can't you get any more fans? It's the beta, they've locked it. Otherwise, we'd have the full games playable. Which is not what we want. Take it back. I do have all my parts still. I'm just being a bit of a moron. The yellow seats suit the color of the car. I like that. And all I had left to do was the caliper colors. And because we've got a red stripe on it, we should probably do red calipers to match. But now I have some more money in case I want it. If I go to performance, I have a million parts that are able to be used. Bucks upgrade on that one as well. So much stuff in here. Because I've been grinding out the race. I say grinding out the race. I wouldn't really call it grinding. I've been doing a few times. And it's easier every time. Maxed out already. Would you look at that? Maxed out. Disappointed how easy it is. But it's okay. It's alright for this video. It makes it a little bit easier. But look at the fitment. It's kind of off-putting. The front is much better than the back. It's like absolutely perfect. But I'd say the back's pretty close. Just a little bit of camber and we're sorted. The front. Actually, no. The front seat's a little bit better. But anyway, we need the handle and tuning stuff. But let's go out and drive this thing. Where do we go? That's a good question. Where would you take a newly fresh out of the gate GTR for a drive? You know what? I'm gonna go over here. And we're off. Look at that beautiful subtle yellow stitch. I have no idea that's why you had, like, because this whole interior goes yellow and it was so like off-putting, like so that's why I didn't change it. But I feel like I'm playing Need for Speed The Run over here. Remember the snowy mountain pass race? It's probably about where it was, if I'm totally honest with you. There's no snow here on the ground at the minute. Like, it's completely different as it was in the Crew 1. For people that have... Don't run over snow like that. For people that played the original game, you'll know this whole area was covered in snow and the roads were icy and it was honestly beautiful to drive in. It's completely different. But now the whole map can get that. Every time it snows in the game, I get hammered with messages of people showing me where they are and, oh my lord, it's snowing. It's great. I love it because when I first saw it, it blew my mind. You saw in a video, it was just incredible. It's if you haven't seen it, I've got a video. It's a challenge I recently did, and it started snowing in the middle. It's the boat versus truck one. I adore that video. I'm hoping that it's doing well at this point. I don't know if it is right now, but we'll see. I feel like I should be yodeling in this GTR. I like it. The customization of this car, let's talk about that a little bit. So I'm kind of happy with how this looks. I'm glad there's a wide body. It's a supercar that has quite a few options. Like, you can convert it to a NISMO GTR. I just wish the SLS, for example, you can convert to a Black Series or something. Like, do more like that, because that is super sweet. I'm glad that they did that. And it makes it pretty much, like, the best it can be. And it has so many parts for it. that just convert, like, I wouldn't expect to see on a modern car like it. I know GTRs are very highly customizable, so there's definitely more parts they could do. Woo! Nice little bit of a power slide there. How about we turn off some assists and we play? Turn off ESP. Very nice. And that should help us slide a little bit. I usually keep the settings as they were a minute ago for when racing, because traction control messes you up sometimes through the corners. Like sharp corners that AI can take and cut, you can't. Woo! So having that traction control off with the stability control on, it's super cool. It's super smooth. It's super smooth machine. I haven't tried all the lower end stuff. I'm excited to try that. I know that most of the higher end stuff doesn't have it. And I think the game's at a point where now it has enough. I wish there were more on some cars, like especially kind of modern cars, because the crew went crazy last game. And I know that I cannot wait to start trying with the trucks and stuff like I did the Hummer and the last... That's a moose. Here we go. Get the skin on. Yeah. NOS helps you like just absolutely lose traction on this game. It's great. Oh, yes. This ain't no drift car, but I'm still skidding about. High speed skidding. Yeah. The game counted as a drift. I'm going to count it as a drift. Stay in third gear. Now I've gripped back up again. I like that it grips so well because it's supposed to. It's an all-wheel drive beast. Woo! I think what I want to see mostly, though, is some more silly stuff come back. The crew went silly with the trucks, as I said, but I'd also like to see that stuff come to planes and boats. Like adding a big stupid wing onto the plane or a boat. It would look ridiculous. It wouldn't make any sense whatsoever, but that's what I liked about the last game. It wasn't trying to be super serious. I feel like they can pull it off super well, but without being, you know, absolutely ridiculous. But they have something that is real world doable, but it's beyond kind of what you would comprehend would be cool. That's what I like about it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this GTR down below. I like it. It's a nice balanced build. I wish it was in more specs. I think this is the only spec it's actually in. It would be super sweet to see it come to kind of a race car like full-on NISMO style kit, like race car NISMO, you know, GT3 kit to this car. That's what I'm hoping they do with a bunch of cars in the future, add new specs, because I think in the last game that's what they did as well. All the things I'm asking for, they added more than that in the last game, so I'm expecting that they do it. If they don't do it, I'm a little bit disappointed, you know. Anyway, be sure to smash like, friends, subscribe if you're new, and let me know what you think on my GTR down below. Until next time, guys, peace.